In the mist-covered Highlands of Scotland, the mysterious Picts first emerged, shaping the land with their presence. The Picts formed tribal societies, their elders guiding the community with wisdom and ancient traditions. Daily life revolved around farming, crafting, and maintaining the small village settlements. Young Pict warriors trained in the Highlands, mastering the skills to protect their tribes and territory. Scouts and hunters patrolled the shores and forests, always alert to threats from neighboring tribes or invaders. Artisans carved intricate symbols into stones, preserving stories and spiritual beliefs for generations. Even the youngest members of the tribe learned the ways of their people, from gathering herbs to understanding the forest around them. Spiritual leaders guided the Picts, interpreting omens and conducting ceremonies that connected the tribe to the land. Community life thrived through cooperation, shared labor, and respect for tribal customs. Hunting provided not only food but also training in stealth and awareness for the young warriors of the tribe. Gathering herbs and berries was essential for medicine, food, and rituals, connecting the Picts intimately with their environment. As day turns to night, the Picts settle around fires, sharing stories and preserving the traditions of their ancestors. The Picts emerged in the dense forests of Caledonia, descendants of Celtic tribes shaping their early society around the land. Young warriors trained near streams and clearings, learning to hunt, fight, and survive in the rugged highlands. Small settlements of wooden houses with thatched roofs dotted the hillsides, home to artisans and families of the tribe. Hunters patrolled the forests, providing food and protection, honing skills passed down through generations. Gatherers collected herbs and plants for medicine and rituals intimately connected to the natural world. Spiritual leaders interpreted omens and conducted ceremonies among standing stones, guiding the tribe in faith and tradition. Even children learned the ways of the tribe, playing games that taught agility, awareness, and social bonds. The tribe moved through rivers and forests, relying on knowledge of the land for survival and defense. Artisans carved intricate animal and human motifs into stones, preserving stories and beliefs for generations. Hunting in the Highlands not only supplied food but trained the young men in strategy and endurance. Daily life revolved around shared labor, cooking, crafting, and tending to livestock. Gatherers knew every plant and root in the forest, essential for food, medicine, and spiritual rituals. Spiritual rituals reinforced the tribe's connection to the land and their ancestors. Stone carving remained central to cultural expression, recording myths, lineage, and spiritual beliefs. Scouts monitored the territory for threats and opportunities, ensuring the safety of the tribe. Even in the fading light, children engaged in games that taught the skills and values of their people. As the day ends, villagers gather around fires, sharing meals and stories under the fading light. Nightfall brought vigilance. Hunters set traps and maintained watch to protect the tribe from predators and enemies. Even at night, spiritual practices connected the tribe to their ancestors and the unseen world around them. As darkness blankets the Highlands, the Picts rest, preserving their traditions and stories for the next day. The Picts carved stones with complex animal and geometric motifs, preserving stories and spiritual symbols for generations. Women artisans contributed to the stone carvings, engraving circular patterns and sacred symbols with precision. Stone carvings held religious significance, marking sacred spaces and asserting tribal authority. The intricate carvings included animals, crosses, and abstract symbols, each telling a story of power and belief. Symbols on stones represented lineage, spiritual beliefs, and the leadership of the tribe. Artisans often worked together across the plateau, creating a tapestry of carved stories and symbols. Younger members learned the meaning of symbols, ensuring the cultural knowledge was preserved. Crosses and symbolic figures reinforced the tribe's spiritual beliefs and leadership hierarchies. Polishing and refining stones was a meticulous process, reflecting both skill and reverence for tradition. Stones were often positioned in ceremonial layouts connecting art with ritual and community gatherings. Animal motifs symbolized strength, cunning, and spiritual significance within the tribe. Complex spirals and interlaced patterns demonstrated the Picts' artistic mastery and cultural symbolism. Spiritual leaders blessed the stones, linking art with faith and tribal authority. Arranging the stones carefully created visual narratives and ceremonial spaces for the tribe. Apprentices learned the symbolic language of carvings, ensuring the Pictish art survived generations. Every stone was inspected and revered, a testament to the tribe's artistic dedication. Rituals and art intertwined, reinforcing the Picts' cultural and spiritual identity. Villagers gathered near the stones at night, connecting art with community and tradition. Young artisans studied the carvings under moonlight, learning the sacred language of symbols. The Pictish stones remained at the heart of tribal life, a testament to art, faith, and authority. Pictish warriors honed their combat skills across the Highlands, mastering sword, spear, and shield. Scouts patrolled the forests and valleys, watching for enemy movements and reporting back to the tribe. Broches and stone towers provided formidable defenses, allowing warriors to defend their territory from invaders. Speed and agility allowed Pictish warriors to strike quickly and retreat safely across the rugged terrain. Raiding neighboring camps was a strategic way to assert dominance and acquire resources. Inside the broch, warriors prepared weapons and sharpened their swords for defense against invaders. Scouts moved stealthily along cliff edges, watching enemy movements and relaying information to the main force. When conflict erupted, warriors formed disciplined lines ready to face Romans or rival tribes. Shields were raised in unison, protecting warriors and creating a formidable defensive front. From the towers, archers could strike enemies from above, providing critical defense for the tribe. Combat was intense, with spears, swords, and shields clashing amidst the rugged highland terrain. After skirmishes, warriors repaired their weapons and reinforced defenses for the next encounter. Scouts communicated across the hills, guiding warriors with signals and observations. Advancing strategically, Pict warriors combined speed and coordination to overwhelm foes. Precision from the towers ensured the Picts could strike enemies before they reached the settlement. Watching the valleys and passes, warriors ensured no enemy could approach unobserved. Nightfall required vigilance, with guards patrolling the battlefield to protect the tribe from surprise attacks. Archers remained alert under the moon, ready to repel any enemy daring to approach the broch. Silent scouts monitored enemy movements, reporting any sign of danger back to the tribe. The broch and its warriors stood as a testament to the Picts' resilience, defending their lands against all threats. The Picts revered nature, seeing sacred power in trees, rivers, and stones scattered across the Highlands. Ceremonial stone circles served as sacred spaces where rituals connected the tribe to the spiritual world. Rivers were sacred, their flowing waters believed to carry spirits and blessings for the tribe. Small fires were lit during rituals to honor the spirits of the land and the ancestors. Stone carvings depicted animals, serpents, and human forms, representing spiritual beliefs and protective forces. Incense and herbs were used to purify sacred spaces and invoke spiritual protection. Young acolytes assisted in rituals, learning the sacred rites and the meanings of symbols. Rituals often included ceremonial walks around stones honoring the spirits embedded in the land. Each symbol had a meaning representing deities, animals, or protective forces, central to Pictish belief. Smoke and flame rituals honored the spirits of the lake believed to bring protection and blessings. The shaman guided rituals connecting the tribe to the spiritual forces believed to inhabit the stones. Rituals involved smoke, flame, and gestures to honor ancestors and spirits guarding the land. Rituals often involved invoking the sky, earth, and rivers, reflecting the Picts' reverence for nature. Even small flames were symbolic, representing life, guidance, and spiritual connection. Water sources were sacred, and rituals by lakes ensured harmony between humans and spirits. Herbs and offerings purified the space, reinforcing the tribe's spiritual beliefs and practices. Night rituals connected the tribe to the unseen forces, ensuring protection and guidance through darkness. Acolytes participated in nocturnal rituals, honoring spirits and maintaining the sacred traditions. The moonlight enhanced the sacred aura of stones, reinforcing the spiritual power during rituals. Through ritual and belief, the Picts maintained their sacred connection to the land ancestors and spiritual forces. As external pressures mounted, the Pictish lands began to shrink, and the tribes faced challenges from Scots, Vikings, and Anglo-Saxons. Warriors stood vigilant, watching the horizons as foreign raiders approached their lands. Viking raiders advanced through forests, testing the defenses and resolve of the Pictish tribes. Scouts relayed information, quickly coordinating with warriors to prepare for incoming threats. Inside the Broke, warriors fortified defenses, anticipating the invasions that would reshape their world. As the tribes faced mounting pressures, elders sought alliances with neighboring clans to survive. Scots forces pushed into Pictish territories, further reducing their lands and influence. Despite external threats, spiritual rituals continued, preserving their culture and beliefs. The community rallied together, combining forces to protect homes and sacred sites from invaders. Viking scouts assessed the Pictish villages, preparing for raids that would alter the tribal landscape. Elders advised young warriors on strategies and alliances, striving to preserve the remnants of their culture. Scouts watched for the distant fires of invaders, signaling the approach of Scots and Vikings. Defensive positions were established on ridges and hills, maximizing the advantage of terrain. Villagers maintained traditions, tending fires, and preparing offerings, even as times grew dangerous. At night, raiders moved silently, threatening the Pictish settlements and lands. Even amidst threats, shamans maintained rituals to preserve spiritual connection and cultural memory. Acolytes ensured that spiritual practices continued, connecting the tribe to ancestors and the land. Guards stood watch over the stones and village, maintaining vigilance through the night. Though their lands diminished, the Picts preserved their culture through rituals, stones, and stories. Through ritual storytelling and the stones that dot the Highlands, the Picts' legacy endured beyond their decline. The stones of the Picts remain scattered across Scotland, silent witnesses to a vanished civilization. Sueno stone stands tall, its carvings a testament to Pictish artistry and spiritual expression. Aberlemno stones showcase the complexity of Pictish symbols, from animals to abstract motifs. Burghead provides insight into Pictish fortifications and the social structure of their society. Modern archaeologists uncover artifacts scanning Pictish stones to understand their history and symbolism. Cutting-edge 3D scanning reveals intricate carvings invisible to the naked eye, preserving them digitally. These stones continue to inspire awe, connecting modern Scotland with its ancient heritage. Each motif tells a story, yet many questions remain about their meaning and symbolism. The rituals once performed at these stones influence modern folklore and cultural identity in Scotland. Careful documentation allows researchers to study the Picts' legacy and share it with the world. The complexity of symbols continues to challenge historians and archaeologists alike. Burghead's fortifications provide insight into the Picts' defensive strategies and community structure. Modern visitors explore these sites, connecting with the mysteries of Pictish civilization. Even centuries later, the symbolism engraved in stone continues to intrigue and inspire. Advanced technology uncovers details invisible to the naked eye, preserving history for future generations. The artistry of the Picts reveals a civilization both complex and mysterious, challenging modern understanding. Field studies combine modern science and historical reconstruction to interpret the Picts' legacy. Even today, questions remain about the Picts' language origins and symbolic traditions. Maps reveal the shrinking territories, yet the cultural imprint of the Picts endures in Scotland's heritage. Through modern exploration and study, the legacy of the Picts continues to reveal its secrets to the world. From mysterious clans emerging in the Highlands, the Picts left an indelible mark on Scotland. They became fierce warriors, defending their lands and communities with courage and skill. Their artistry and stone carvings conveyed spiritual beliefs and cultural stories for generations. Spiritual rituals reinforced their connection to nature, ancestors, and the unseen world. Their legacy endured through carvings, fortifications, and the tales passed down across generations. Even as tribes faded, the cultural and spiritual imprint of the Picts remained in the Highlands. Modern exploration and archaeology continue to uncover the mysteries of Pictish civilization. Discover more about lost civilizations and their legacies as the stones of the Picts continue to whisper their secrets.